Hey golfers, in this next video I'm going to show you how to move your rear shoulder in golf swing. Not sure how to move your rear or trail shoulder? This is the video you want to watch. Keep watching. Hi, it's Troy from Hitting It Solid here. Thanks for watching. So let's talk about this rear shoulder in golf swing, and in particular I want to talk about the rear shoulder's role in the downswing, because this plays a really key part in getting that club to impact. And that's essentially what the rear or the right or trail shoulder's job is in that downswing. It's getting the club through to our impact position. That's what its role is. So predominantly in the backswing, the rear shoulder pretty much from down the line here, as I'm set up to a ball, it will move, pretty much turn and feel like as I make my backswing, the rear shoulder moves back towards the target. That's what I'm sort of feeling, moving back in this sort of position here. But it's the downswing where it really makes a big difference in your ability to strike solid golf shots. So if I'm set up to a golf ball like this, now I've got an 8-iron, it'll be slightly different for your driver, your longer clubs. Now this is my setup position here, more or less for most players. Now impact would look something like this, with my hands forward. Now in a golf swing, the only way I can get into that impact position is with help from this right shoulder. If I was to leave this right shoulder in the downswing back here somewhere, it's extremely difficult for me to get my hands forward into that compressed position with my right shoulder hanging back so far. So what does it need to do? Well, in the downswing, as we go to the top here, the first thing that rear shoulder needs to do is it needs to go down. That's the very first move, the downswing. And it needs to go down, and it needs to externally rotate, and that means coming in like this. I'll show you from down the line, we'll show it a lot easier. So we get to the top, we start our downswing, the rear shoulder needs to go down and externally rotate like that. Not like this, externally rotate like that. And that enables you to shallow the golf club in the downswing so we can get on plane and make solid contact with the golf ball. Now the next piece of the rear shoulder as it goes down, we externally rotate. I need to feel as though this rear shoulder is moving towards my target, not towards the ball but towards the target. It needs to feel like it's moving in this direction here. Now it will come out a little bit towards the ball. It's impossible for it not to, but I need to feel like it's moving towards my target. So from this angle here, as it goes down, feel like it's moving towards the target. Now you notice some really powerful things start happening when I get that feel of that shoulder moving down and towards the target. As I come down, now as I'm moving that shoulder towards, you'll see if I just leave my wrist holding the club alone, you can see how much lag I can store up, and it's a lot easier to get that forward shaft lean by getting that rear shoulder moving towards the target. And my feeling is, in the downswing, I like to feel as though that rear shoulder gets to the ball first before the club head. Now it won't happen, this is very much a feeling I have in the downswing. So as it goes down, rear shoulder moving, and I just feel like it gets to the ball first, and the club head catches up, and we get to that impact position there. And that's how you get your hands forward, we get that forward shaft lean, we get that great compression on the golf ball just by letting that rear shoulder move towards our target, down and towards the target, gets it in a great position. If you're someone that, as you start your downswing, you just leave that rear shoulder back here, you're in a position where the only way you can hit the golf ball is sort of scoop use a lot of wrist action to try and lift the ball into the air. And what will happen, your arms will straighten and you'll be in this sort of position here. Whereas if you can move your rear shoulder, it keeps some bend in your arms, in your wrists as well, and you get into this position here. And this is the impact position, especially with the irons. This is the position that you want to get into. That's how you compress those irons. Now with the driver it will be slightly different. You won't be hitting quite so down on top of the golf ball. You'll be hitting more on a flat level on the up. But it's also a good feeling to have that right shoulder moving towards the target, down towards the target. That will help you compress those irons, hit them a lot solider, a lot straighter, and improve your overall golf game. Now, very important, at the end of this video, I've got another video that's going to talk about the trail shoulder and how it externally rotates in the downswing. This ties in really well with this video, so stick around, it's coming right up. Do you want to know how to make an even better golf swing? Click and watch the video on your screen now. It's going to go into more detail about how the trail shoulder works in the downswing and gets that external rotation, which ties in really well with this video. Do you want to know how to play even better golf? Consider subscribing to the channel. And remember, if you have any questions or comments, please let me know. I will get back to you. Thanks for watching. See you next time.